Greetings everyone, Dean Machine here, and welcome back to C2M Mechanism Sky Edition 2. When we last left off, we were getting materials to fix the factory, which I've done. Everything is now working at a decent speed. We're getting sealed mechanisms. I still don't have this set up for automatic, but we've got plenty in here anyway. It's fine. It's fine. We've got all of this, all these lovely materials, and one of the things that happened here is these are now operating a lot faster, which is brilliant. I did throw a couple stacks of stuff on here because I want to keep things kind of moving along, you know, but yeah, everything out here is moving at a good, come on, there we go, at a good speed. You know, so that's always nice. Making sure we keep that andesite alloy flowing. Today we're in the brass age. And I want to start by looking into getting these set up. So this, we know that we can throw just some skystone on a belt, like 12 skystone on a belt. Put it through the grinder. Grinder spits out skystone. Take the dust, filter it out with a drawer, lock drawer. And then we just keep cycling the skystone through. That we figured out last time, that's simple enough. These we found out, these are actually quite interesting. So, that's the other thing, is that they want us to automate growing the Certus quartz crystals. And then charge them, right? So, my thought, right, is why would you automate the creation of Certus quartz? Okay. We have plenty of nether quartz from this here. And we can get plenty more if we need to. So my thought here is we do like we're doing with the skystone. Throw a bunch in there. And then we charge it. Throw it in with a skystone. We get the liquid redstone infusion. Then we have a filter set for Certus quartz. We automatically take the Certus quartz out. Send it through charge. And redo it. And then we can filter this liquid out, drop it into a different basin with nether quartz, and get your polished rose quartz. That seems like the easier way to do that to me. Just kind of some thoughts. But I definitely want to know what you guys think on that, because it could be helpful. It could be very helpful. But today I want to set up the igneous extruders to then crush, to then wash, to then get these where they need to go. And I had a thought. Why can't we do that all on one belt?
Wow.
Right? Was my initial thought. And thinking about this, we've got nether quartz here. This is a byproduct. And then if we come over to the granite, we get, you'll see it there, redstone as a byproduct. Also, with the cobblestone, we get flint as a byproduct. We don't have to crush the cobblestone twice. It's gravel, but still, when you wash gravel, you do get flint as a byproduct. So we get a lot of byproducts, right? Which isn't ever fun, especially because flint can't be EMC'd. The nether quartz, we can use the byproduct nether quartz to feed the creation of rose quartz. That's fine. The redstone we can just feed into a barrel and take out and EMC when we need to. There's no other real need for it. Like right now, like look at this. It's not doing anything. Oh, and my inventory is full. Oh no. Oh no. Backpack. Backpack. There we go. Charcoal. I just want to get some stuff out of my way here. Oh, there's cogs in there. Interesting. Okay. So we can always do that too. We are in fact prepped for how things are going to function. But I also do believe that step is the easiest step. So I also want to find... Here's what I partially want to do. That was a big lag spike. Oh my goodness. Here's what I partially want to do as well, now that I'm thinking about it. If we can figure out a way to end the production chain here, that would be huge, because then we don't need to go far to pick up the sealed mechanisms, right? It's my thought, at least. So I kind of want to start this over here. Let me make a few igneous extruders. Let me get some blocks. Let me kind of like think about and plan this out for a minute. And then I'll be back and we'll look into how we're going to do this. All right, everybody, we are back. I've got them a little tighter this time, and I've got them set up so they're like sharing a source. Makes it easier on me. I thought I needed, 3 buckets, 1 for each, but turns out I only need 2. But that's fine. That is fine. But now you're gonna have to get power here eventually. And what I want to do is I want to use these and then we'll attach a U, and U. That ought to get things moving. And like I said, I would want to move things rather quickly, so what I'll wind up doing, I think, is we'll set up 1, 2, 3. So that'll be where our millstones go. And then my next fun idea is this. Watch this. Ready? So we've got all move in the same direction, right? Doesn't look like we have any blind spots. Awesome. So this will go a little bit further, and then we set up right here, I think. So that's the end of it. And then a belt that goes this way. And this is where things will get washed. And then, so come out to like here-ish. A little further, like here. And then after they're washed, we'll split, send them, whoops, send it all this way. And then here we'll have a line of of the storage drawers that'll catch things. So it'll catch the nether quartz for use. It'll catch the flint to dump. It'll catch the redstone for me to put into the EMC. And it'll catch the nuggets of various types that we need. Then we can take the nuggets and we can melt them down in their own individual melters, right? So that's the thought process there. Let me get... I have some belts. Let me start belting some of the stuff up. I just want to make sure everybody's aware of the plan before I start executing it. I don't want to have to answer a bunch of questions in the comments, like, why'd you do it that way? So it's better I explain things now. And then this comes way over here. And then this, I'll set this up so it'll run just like that. Oh. Okay. So we got that set up. Let me get a few millstones. Let me see what it's looking like down there as far as power goes and how I'm going to route things. I may have to halt the factory for a bit and like reorganize how I'm doing things. Oh, I meant to build this out too, and I totally forgot to. That's on me. That's on me for real. But blazes are drinking up. Water's pumping. Doing just fine. If I could find higher fuel, I could definitely like really dummy output this. Because what's the max size? It says, I think, like 8 is the max size, if I remember correctly. All right. So let's turn off the factory for now. And then what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to break and then break. Because, as we've learned, when you throw on a gearbox, it flops direction on you.
Everybody do the flop!
So I need more shafts because we're going this way quite a ways. Probably need more blocks too. Let's get more stone. I have... That's not going to be enough, but it is some. And that's the last of the andesite alloy that I have. Okay. I think I have, though. Don't I? Hello? I have a bunch of the... Ooh. Game? Am I recording still going? My recording still going. Okay. I have a bunch of the algal blend, which I will use. And we have some of the bricks. Zinc. And what else is it? Oh, andesite, yeah. So, oh yeah, we have a bunch of these too that I totally forgot that we were cooking. So those will cook. Andesite, give me some zinc. Like, I don't know, 20. Yeah, that works. That works there. Millstone. What do it take to make the millstone? Wooden hoppers. Wooden hoppers are doable. Now with my inventory as trash as it is now. Okay, don't need you, don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need you right now. Don't need you right now. Don't need you right now. I have so many buckets. How did I get so many buckets? Do I just keep forgetting that I make buckets? And then I just make more buckets? That sounds like me. That sounds like something I would do. Encase chain, gear shifts, clutches, encase fan, adjustable chain gear shift. Have plenty of funnels. I'm going to convert half of these vertical gearboxes to standard gearboxes. Okay. So once we get some of this algal blend, we should be looking better for andesite alloy. Da 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 da. Good. That has plenty of shafts. So then what we'll make with the rest of these is we'll make a bunch of andesite alloys. I'll make some casings, you know, stuff like that. What I can probably do, actually, give me another recipe. Yes, that'll do. If you don't understand that reference, then come back to the channel on Thursday and you will understand. You'll be enlightened. And it will do. I need... I'll try to turn the factory off. I forgot to turn the factory off. Nine. Oh, no. Because I need 3 total. So I need 27. And I need another wood. Got another wood. Three. How do I make a wooden hopper? Wooden hopper. Simple enough. So I need 15 plus 16. I think 12 will do. A little overshot, but you know what? That's fine. So we've got our 3 millstones. We'll set those down. It's very quiet here without the factory running. I could probably turn it back on, honestly, but it does make the game run a little bit smoother if it's off. And I have no gears, so we will make cogs. So if I do this, and then we do this and that, will that work? I would think that would work. No, it won't work. Because we're switching gears 3 times with this setup. Oh, you know what? Though this will work. So if I do that, and then we gear switch, and then throw a shaft there. I'll power the belt without powering. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work just like that. And obviously gearbox there, and gearbox here to get these belts moving. So that should be ready to set up. Now we just need to wire in the basement area. Okay. I'll be back when I've wired that in. All right, everybody, I'm back. I've got the factory back on. And I did take a peek at this, and it is working as intended. One thing I noticed too is this actually works out exactly how I wanted it to with this setup. So I second-guessed myself, and that wasn't necessary. Don't second-guess yourself, everybody. Oh, hello. It takes me on a journey. Whee! Okay. So let's go ahead and set up. So I want going this way. We're going to have our copper nuggets, our iron nuggets, and our zinc nuggets. And on this side, we'll have our... No, we also want our nether quartz on that side too. And then on this side, we'll have the redstone and the... redstone and the flint, which we will void. I'll have to make a void upgrade for that, but we will do that. So I'm curious. Okay, and I can't do it that way. I wondered if that would be the case, but... So we'll do it there and there. Okay, funnels and funnels and more funnels. Funnel cakes. Thoughts? I like funnel cakes. So I need to get zinc nuggets. I'm going to get one of everything. We're going to put it all in there. I'm going to lock them up. And then we've got to set up the washing as well. I have an extra encased fan over here, I believe. Not what I wanted, but I did also kind of want to test that to see if I couldn't set that. But apparently you can't. Learned. Oh, you know, I have 36 or 35 levels. I remember that now. Maybe we'll do another episode where we go out hunting, but this is not that episode. This episode's about progress. So we have that, and that all automated. Give me a piece of diorite. Give me a piece of granite. Cool. We'll have to get crushed versions of those. I'll have to pick those up. As far as... So I need you, 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 and I need a flint. Got that, I got that. I have in here, we have crushed diorite. Cool. I also have gravel in here. Cool. I thought I had some crushed granite, but I don't, so we'll have to pick one up on our way through. Oh, hello. Very nice. Excuse me. Automated. 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 Okay. So that's a good chunk of quest done right there. And then eventually what we have to do is we're going to be setting up separate melters for each of these items. So we're going to set up the separate melters for each one to get the moltens, and then from there we will pump these two to get the brass, pour those out for nugs, move this over for the electron tubes. Ooh, leap leap. So here we're going to put the quartz. Here we're going to put copper. Here we're going to put zinc. Here we're going to put iron. Here we're going to put the flint. Whoops, not my tool. Redstone. And then I'm going to lock each of these. Okay. So those are all set. This also is now automated as well. And I guess, so we'll have to look into charging and how that works. This will be automated. And that's fine. When we actually do this portion of this tree, we'll check those out. But so those are set that way. The only thing we technically still need to do to get everything automated is set up washing. So let's get an encased fan and do that real quick. We've caught up on the clay that we have. So yeah, now we've caught up on the backup that I created when the system went all cattywampus on us, which is fine. Encased fan, give me a bucket of water. Now that is a way to move around. Okay. So there's our water. There's where our fan goes. I believe this will work this way. Then you, no, put down the fan first. Then put down you. There we go. Then I give this power. This is just a quick little test. Make sure we're spinning the correct direction. Of which we are. Beautiful. So I've got some gears. Let's gear this up a little bit. Why don't we? So that reaches quite far. I think that's the farthest it can go. And if I actually... So if instead of this, we do this, right? So we set up this here. Whoops. You do that there. No. Okay. Gearbox. And then we get... I don't have it on me, but we do have one more of those, whatever they're called, the special chain drives that have the, like, adjustable thing. What are they called? Adjustable chain gear shift. That's, yeah. And we have another analog lever. So then I can set up the belt to run a little slower while getting the max distance out of our water, or out of our encased fan. And everything should be fine. So, if I do it this way, set up this analog lever. So then this should run slower, right? That definitely feels like that's running slower than it was. Right? Maybe it's easier for me if I just gear shift it down in the traditional sense, you know? So we'll do you. We'll bring it this way. It looks uglier, but until we get... Oh, wait. That's not what I wanted. That's not the size I wanted. Until we get the speed controllers, this is the way that I think it's going to need to be done. I don't know why that did that. Yeah, that'll work. So then we, like that, and then belt it together. There we go. Oh, but then we gotta speed this way up. Right. Oh, that's not even connected that way. All right, well. Oh boy. I think that's fast enough. And then we grab a belt. Okay, and then we break that, and we put in a gear shift. There we go. Now we're back up to full oomph. So now that that's that way, we can set up Why are you set that way, though? I did put the ones under you, didn't I? Let's try it this time. There we go. And you're making granite. Yes, you are. And you're making diorite. You're making diorite. Okay. Now we're moving along. So we'll wind up being our pinch point, I think, a little bit, is how slow I made this belt. I can speed it up later if we need to. But honestly, this is working better than I could have expected it to be. And into the perspective slots they go. Beautiful. That part is finished. So, I've been recording for an hour and 14 minutes. I think by the time I chop this up, it should be about half an hour. I'm going to try and cut these episodes a little bit. Keep them a little more streamlined. But thank you everybody so much for watching. Next week, probably, we will be diving into getting these metals melted down and doing the alloying, and then getting our Certus set up, all set up, and hopefully get things, if not totally, at least near completion for this age. I did not mean to click the radioactive age. I'm so sorry. Please take me out of this. Then we can start looking into the inductive age a little bit. And what exactly that... Oh, singularities. When you crush a crusher using crushers, it gets crushed down to a singularity. Oh, we're automating singularities. Quantum entanglement. Oh, no. Oh, no. Can I choose to no? Molten ender bucket. Oh. If you should have some by now, you craft them in chapter 0. If only there was a block that links directly to your EMC. Is there such a magical machine that I was not made aware of? Because that would be pretty interesting. Anyways, yeah, so we're closing in on finishing up this age. which is huge. So this is, to my understanding, this is where like Create kind of opens up a little bit, is the brass machines, because I think the brass machines are like the last big chunk of like stuff that you can get with Create, as far as like mechanisms for helping out your factory, come from brass machines. So that could be huge. That'll be fun. But anyway, make sure you subscribe to keep up to date with this series as well as the other stuff that I do. We have a new series coming on Thursday. If you were not made aware, I made an announcement about that last week. Check that out. Enjoy. Have some fun. And with that being said, I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.